Hi, my name is Kevin Kleinbardt. I'm with Yew Tree House Antiques, a company that I started about 26 years ago. We are based in the New York metro area and now globally. I always liked old things, so I would buy something from my apartment, then I couldn't afford to keep it, I had to sell it, I would take it out, and then I thought this is actually a much more fun way of making a living. 26 years ago, I met my business partner, Ahna, and we started Yew Tree House. It was sort of a perfect merge at the time because I was used to going out and finding things cheaply, and she had a very strong design sense, so she could say something was beautiful, but it might be made yesterday. A lot of the things tell a story. You might not know specifically who owned it, but you can tell by the way it's been used what sort of life it's lived. That's one of the things we look for in our antiques, are things that have a patina, things that tell a story. One of my most exciting finds recently was a piece of furniture that was made by Chippendale. There are just a handful of things that are actually known to have been from his workshop, and I was lucky enough to discover one. I was at an antique fair. Another dealer had just unloaded his truck and was putting this piece together, and I thought, damn it, that looks a lot like the piece that Chippendale made for Paxton House. I got my book, and it wasn't just like the piece in the book, it was the piece in the book. And it had been missing since the late 70s, early 80s, when it had been sold to Christie's and went into this private collection. I'd love to see it go back there. If someone feels like buying it and making it a donation, I know someone who would be very, very happy. We do a lot of work with interior designers and architects. We have a great number of collectors who buy from us. That's probably the other. We sell a lot to, say, European dealers or people that are more specialized in a certain area than we are. I wake up every morning excited to go out and see what I'm going to find. Nothing is predictable. You don't even know where you're going to go half the time, and you don't know what conversation is going to lead you to what house. And there are things to discover every single day.